9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got me up the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar. Crash over me, then ride it home. Dance it out in moonlight. Hold me tight and don't let go. Watch over me. We are all stardust, stardust, stardust. Left behind, left to find. Find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one, we are all, we are one, we are all. Lift me up, yeah, moonchild, put me into overflow. Superstar.
Hey everybody, how is it going tonight? Hey One Love, Blue Eyes. Hey Jerry and Karma. Oh, 120 acres is today's wiener. Congratulations. Hey Luminous. If anybody sees oh gosh. I just remembered her screen name, and now I freaking forgot again. I'll remember it here in a second. Or I'll probably see her in chat. I want to thank her because I got something in the mail today from her. A really cool tarot kit. It's awesome. I couldn't decide if I was going to go live here or tarot, but I know you guys all want me over here. Oh, it's 10:10. Uh-oh, what's the question? I didn't see that text until now. Hey, September Virgo, Katie. No, I just now responded. I just now saw it. Did you want to put it in chat or do you want to text? Is it something that needs to be private? He's in a meeting right now, but he should be done soon, but sometimes it's like, well, there's Fred. Has your appointment started yet? Hey, Suzanne. Yes. Yes, it did. It used to have a ladder rack, actually. And actually, but I'm going to let Fred answer. I'm sorry to even answer this for him. So, Karma asked, did the truck... Okay, Fred, are you listening? Can you answer this? Okay, listen and answer this question, okay, if you can. Because I'm wanting to answer it for you, but I don't know the second part of the question. I don't know if you'll know it either, but just to see. So she asked, did the truck that Jody drives, her mom's red Toyota, used to have a ladder rack? Oh, don't read the second. She's wanting me not to. Okay, first about the, yes. Okay, so did it used to have a ladder rack? Fred? And then she wants me to ask you something else and then I'll not put it on here yet, but I don't know if you'll know the second part of the question, but I don't know. So it did. Do you know, Fred, if there is any pictures anywhere where we could see the truck when it did have the ladder racks on it? Because I know you said that Jody Sue made the comment about the ladder racks and saying, well, how are they going to find the truck if the ladder racks are taken off? That's something that Fred overheard Jody Sue saying. Was that also recorded? Yeah, who used to drive that truck, Fred? Do you know of anybody who used to drive that red truck? I mean, sorry for all the questions. I know he types like freaking the slowest like ever too, so I can't wait till he's here. I just don't want, I don't know. He needs to focus, instead of being on a panel or anything, he needs to just get his stuff done, and then here in just a few months we can hopefully have him in person. At least sometimes. I know he doesn't like to like talk publicly like I do and all this and that, but at least it will be a little bit better to ask questions and won't have to wait for a freaking response in text. So who did she let drive that truck, Fred? Also, let's see. Let me send you the other question. How? Prayers that you'll have Mr. Hill with you ASAP. Well, thank you, One Love. I've heard that too. Hey, Connie. Shit, I feel like I was supposed to tell some people I was going live. Oh. Wonder. So, but yeah, I'm surprised that you didn't know that was one of the big things, like the big things released in Fred's first conversation I had with him, or interview, whatever you want to call it, back in January of 2022. He mentioned the big thing was about the red Toyota truck. He said that was Jody Sue's mom. Like, he said that from the very beginning. And then he even said, Fred even mentioned in January of 2022 how Jody Sue had made the comment, well, how are they going to find the truck without the ladder racks? You know, like basically stating that, you know, and then the ladder racks were taken right off, weren't they? Yeah, it was. Okay, so it was recorded. That's what I wanted to know. Jody Sue said her mother had a truck with a ladder rack, but I didn't see any pictures of it. But Andy Jr. was supposed to be driven on the 15th of June. Yeah, I heard about that. You haven't seen the ladder racks on it ever? Have you seen it? You've never seen them yourself on there, or? I mean, you've seen the truck, right? You've seen the actual truck, right? We've seen it. I've even seen it. I don't think it had ladder racks on it. But she did make a comment according to Fred, about something about the ladder racks being taken off. Hey, Nikita. Yeah, Tony Hammonds, I think, did have a red truck, I believe. I don't know. I need to stop asking. I see, that's what happened. That's why a lot of Fred gets so much shit, is because me, I answer questions and then I get them wrong. Or I mess up stuff a little bit. But Tony Hammonds, he was I believe he was supposedly in the area that day or something. Or was it David Britt? David Britt, Tony Hammonds. That's two ones that they were really, really, law enforcement was really focused on. Especially David Britt, which is Crystal Spencer's baby daddy. And if you go to David Britt's Facebook, oh my gosh, yeah, that's that creepy Facebook. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I'm sure you've seen David Britt's Facebook at some point in all your Summer Wells videos. Tony is a Tony the 25 in the area. What's that mean? You know who Crystal Spencer? Oh, Tony was in the area on the 15th is what you meant to say. Hey, Skinner. To lease some Yeah, but the thing with Tony Hammond, supposedly he's into little boys. I think is a bunch of them. Like a lot of those, like pervs in the area. A lot of them that are registered RSOs. A lot of them are into little boys, and there's a lot in that area. It doesn't seem normal how many there seems to be in that area. That maybe it's just that we've been focused so hardcore on that area that we just notice it all. I also sent you a question to Messenger, Fred, to answer. I don't know if you know the answer to that, but don't put it in chat. Just put it in Messenger because they wanted to keep it. They just wanted it to be private, I guess. Fred, do you have family in Jasper, Alabama? Did you see the bovine feed that cow, a whole apple, and then a whole orange? Right and all, I was livid. Wait, what? See the bovine feed that cow a whole apple and then a whole orange, right and all, I was... Oh. You know you love her. Crystal told Tiffany Marie off? Or is that Tim Mullins? Or what, Crystal? Who do you mean, Alexandra? Yep. A lot of RSOs stayed at 110 to do working with Dawn, due to working with Dawn. Hey, JJ. Hey, September Virgo. I'm curious who Alexandra means about Crystal told TM off. Yeah, Karma. Fred doesn't know on the second part of that question. He doesn't know those dynamics of what you asked about. Oh, really? That'd be kind of funny to watch, actually. When did she do that? And oh, Crazy Crystal told Tiffany off cussing and all. Oh my gosh, are you serious? I didn't even know Tiffany Marie was around anymore. Like, it must have been deleted. Is this on Tiffany Marie? Oh no. Well, she deleted it then. Dang it. Man, she has a freaking hard on for freaking Seth Rogers, doesn't it, she? Yeah, I didn't. It was crazy. Well, dang it, I missed it. I always miss the freaking. That's the only time there's ever anything to really watch over there at Tiffany Marie. I mean, occasionally she does have like something like worthwhile to watch, like, but usually it's just a bunch of drama. Tiffany actually made her eat dirt. Watched Terry Lynn. She found a pair of pants that Katie described Sebastian was wearing. Yeah, I heard about that. The video was taken down for some reason, though. Because I was watching it. I mean, I watched part of it, but I didn't see the part with the black pants. I was started watching after, I guess, and I was kind of like doing some stuff, so I kind of was just listening in at that time. And the part that I heard, I didn't see the pants, but I heard her talking about, and people in the chat talking about her calling TBI and being disappointed by TBI's response or something. And then TBI asking her, why does she think that they're Sebastian Rogers pants or something? I don't know. Crystal called TM a whore. Oh, she privated it because Crazy Crystal showed Jody's brother obituary. Is Crystal cool with Jody Sue? What's the dynamics there? Like, is Crystal cool with Jody Sue now? Because I know, like, that's where I first found out about Crystal was when, I mean, I used to watch her when she used to go against Jody Sue. Like, I used to like watching her then, but then I realized after a while, okay, this lady is really imbalanced. Like, she does not think very logically. And especially when I see her flip-flop. That's why I'm asking about Jody Sue again. Hey, Mimi. Crystal is stalking Jody Sue. CZ. Oh, because she says Crystal's last name starts with a Z or something. So then why? I don't know. I would think that me and Crystal would be on the same page, kind of. Except because she's been cool with Andy, hasn't she? So that doesn't work. Sorry, if you think, I don't know, I just... Her live is still up. Tiffany Marie's is? The male officer would not go in the water. Oh, no. I'm talking about Tiffany Marie's. Oh, that's good, Luminous, that they took those pants. That's definitely good to know that at least they check up from the neck up, says Jam 420. Check up from the neck up. Hey, Tam. But Luminous, that is really good to know. Hopefully that Crystal Crazy thinks Fred is... Yeah, I guess. Now she does. I don't know. Sometimes, though, I kind of wonder, though, if people actually really feel the way they do towards Fred, or is it just because they don't like me? You know, on some of these people, on some. You know, because it's crazy, because you'll notice a pattern or the same people seeming to like, you'll notice like the same people that like, okay, like for instance, like I don't even want to say any of their names. Anybody who doesn't like me, they're not going to be in support of Fred. You know what I mean? They're going to automatically be like, oh, Fred's a liar. And, you know, all kinds of horrible things they'll say just because they don't like me. No, cadaver dogs did not hit on Fred's truck at all. They weren't cadaver dogs anyways. They were scent dogs. If cadaver dogs hit, that'd be a very big problem. Because then that means that there was something dead. You know, a scent dog just states that that her scent was her scent was found there, you know, which can be transferred. Scent can be transferred, like, or can be carried by others too. Like, the law enforcement believed that, according to Fred, that the scent was there towards the end of the driveway because of Dawn being down there. Because when did the scent dogs come down? When was that? On the 15th, Fred? Yeah, just on driveway. Right, Carla? Okay, so it was on the 15th. So then it was after Dawn came down to your place. So, and after he had left. So It was while it was dark outside. Fred did say cadaver in the early interview. Oh, well, maybe he thought it was cadaver. Like a normal person, how would they know the difference? You know what I mean? But he's saying that now. Fred, did you think they were cadaver at the beginning or something? Did you say that at the beginning? Because I can't remember if you said cadaver or. Gosh, I mean. Oh, so you did say that? So you just thought that you thought it was cadaver at first? Is that what it was or something? Oh, okay. He just got it wrong. I would not know the difference between cadaver and scent dogs. And I didn't know there was a difference. I would say the same thing. You know what I mean? For real. I just don't know. I'm not educated in that field. You know what I mean? I mean, now I'm starting to learn, obviously, there's different kinds of dogs, like scent, cadaver, like, hey, Sharon. You thought they were the same too? Yeah, I thought they were. I did. I'm just now finding out that they're different, but I mean, they had 4 different dogs. Hey, Garvin. Hey, Lisa. No, it's okay. So the only time I had been married before is that time that I told you that I talked about my channel. I'm not going to go over it all over again, but it was something it was something very stupid I did. Out of desperation, basically, when my daughter was a newborn. I married to try to, I was afraid I was going to sign over temporary of my daughter to my mom, and I was trying to, get on my feet, and I had an opportunity to marry I went over this before, but I ended up backing out. It wasn't a real marriage, but it was like legal in a kind of a way. But you'll have to go back and see where I explain all this when somebody released it about me, thinking that they were like releasing some big dirt on me or something, because I really don't care. And it only hit where Dawn had been in the driveway. No, it's not annulled, but see, it was because I just like let it, instead of going to the interviews, like we had, I guess there was ICE interviews. Is that like, or what are they called? Board or I don't remember what the name of the people were called, but you have to get, if you marry somebody and that's not a citizen of the United States, like you have to have these interviews and stuff after you get actually like legally married. And so I started to get scared, and it's with like the official, it's like with the uppers. And I just got scared. I was like, okay, because it's not I just got really scared and backed out. But it was legal in the courts. I don't, and I just kind of I just kind of forgot about it or just let it go for a while. So I don't know. It might have been show up like I was technically married for a few years or something. I don't know how long it was before I actually took care of it. Yeah, Connie. Oh, he will. Like I was talking about karma. Like once he gets here, we could it's going to be much easier. I just want to get him here, and I don't want anybody to mess up anything for his stuff that he has going on down there and his recovery and stuff. I feel much better about it if we waited till he was here, and that's going to be. It should be just in a few months. So. But once he's here, I think that it's going to be much different, and you guys will actually hear from him. Not all the time because he's not like a outgoing person like that. But I'll be able to, instead of having to have him type it, and he types super duper slow, I could just turn to him and ask him. I never said a dog hit on any shed, Fred said. Yeah, she was supposedly seen at St. Clair. Oh, really? St. Clair restroom at 5:30. Okay, Andy was seen at Zoomers at 5:30, wasn't it? Yeah, 5:30. They both were at a gas station at the same time. Not the same spot, though. So supposedly Candace was seen at St. Clair at 5:30, and then supposedly Andy was seen at Zoomers at 5:30. Are Zoomers in St. Clair close by? No. I don't know how far away they would be from each other, but I'm thinking at least half hour. I don't really know. Probably longer than that. I can't. But it's definitely not like real close. Yeah, I heard the bathroom was shut down and stuff. Hello, Dave. In the chat. Candace was in the hollow at 5:15. So you're saying she couldn't have been seen at 5:30 at St. Clair? Was it 5:30? Are you guys sure it was 5:30? Okay, the police were called at what, 6:30-ish, right? 5:30. You think she was at the... Why do you think she was there at 5:15? Well, Chad saw her at your driveway at like 4:30. She couldn't have left like right after seeing Chad? Maybe. And then came back? Dave, why are you asking me why? You heard 4:30 for Candace? But she was seen by Chad at like around... I think 4:30 or so. So I guess it would have to be after that. And how far is St. Clair from Ben Hill? She could have. So you think she could? So she could have left like after seeing Chad. Is that why you were saying that she was there, around there at 5:15? Or how long does it take to get to St. Clair and then back there? See, I can't wait till he's here and it will just be and he should be hopefully here. Fred should be here hopefully in a few months, like in just at the latest, hopefully, but Walmart. This isn't CNN, yeah. It says chit chat. It literally says in the title, Wednesday night chill sesh. Where did you get from that this is a news channel or this is news segment or something? Or it says chill sesh. I almost put chit chat, or yesterday it was chit chat. Now but yesterday I had Summer Wells in the title, so if I have Summer Wells on the title or something, you can give me a shit maybe a little bit, but we are talking about Summer Wells. We're talking about trying to figure this crap out. It would take an hour and a half round trip to go to St. Clair and be back. So if she left right after seeing Chad, she would have had to go in St. Clair, or just basically go straight there and straight back. An hour and a half. If she left Ben Hill Road around 4:30, or even, she wouldn't even be back until early as 6-ish. I don't know. Maybe. What, just to look like she was out looking or something? Hey, Candace Hardwick. We better let that be known, so we don't want to confuse anybody. If she was there at 5:30, she would have got home at 7 or 7:30. No, it's an hour and a half round trip. It's only 45 minutes to get to St. Clair. Round trip, it's an hour and a half. So also, I need to correct something I said yesterday, because since people really pick at every single word, and if you say something wrong, like accidentally say cadaver dog instead of scent dog, you know what I mean? They'll oh my gosh. So I have to correct something I said yesterday. The person that was helped with the bike that Fred found, he was trying to push his bike. He couldn't get it to start, and he was along the road pushing his bike, and he was over by Solomon's Temple. That was down on Beach Creek, not on Ben Hill Road or anything. And this guy was just trying to push the bike. Fred stopped to try to help that guy. He did not know who that guy was. Somebody else also stopped in a goldish Lexus vehicle, and Fred hauled the bike to the West whatever motel it is, Westview Motel or West something motel, and the kid or the guy rode, and then there was no room in Fred's vehicle for the guy to ride with him and Laura. So the guy rode with the people in the Lexus who was also trying to help. And Fred put the bike in his truck and took it to the West View Motel in Kingsport. He didn't know who that guy was. Jeff Everly, okay. Yes, he saw Jeff. But that was when Fred stopped by Jeff's house after that, right? Was it after you left there? Then you went by Jeff's? No, you got Fred was West Side Inn, okay. So the person that was broke down on the side was not Jeff Everly. Fred didn't get that person's name or anything. He said he had seen him like maybe once or twice before, but he didn't know who he was. Like, as far as his name and stuff. But still, that wouldn't be really, even though that was on the 15th, people were saying stuff like, oh, did that guy get questioned? That guy wasn't even on Ben Hill Road. He was just some person. There's hundreds of cars, like thousands of cars that go by on Beach Creek. Hundreds, maybe not thousands in a day. It's a pretty decently busy road. And it wasn't right over there at Ben Hill. It was over there at Solomon. So, if you guys think that he should be questioned in a Summer Wells case, I don't know. I don't think it's, I don't think it's relevant, but oh, thank you, Kathy. Kathy went today to the store and got me some Diet Coke and me and Fred some snacks for the next time we're there. She's like really hoping that I can get down there soon, but I don't know when that's going to happen. But I just thought that was cute. Sorry. Yeah, it was sweet of Kathy. She likes having, and people are trying to mess it up for her and act like, oh, and try to make her feel bad for hosting us and stuff and trying to screw things up and try and get her to turn on us or one of us or something and make her feel bad, or try to shame her. It's really sad because she actually enjoys the company. She enjoys, like, and we enjoy it too. We enjoy sitting out there, me, her, and Fred all sitting out there talking about the Summer Wells case together. We enjoy it because we want to figure out what happened to Summer Wells. So and we're all interested in the Summer Wells case. So really, you think that we're taking advantage, or but she enjoys it just like we do. It's just three friends hanging out, you know what I mean? Actually, we also a couple other of her family members too. Yeah, you got a butterscotch milkshake today. No, I haven't, Mimi06. I still haven't. His money still has not got situated. I haven't heard anything back. I was thinking last night that I'm going to fax that stuff over again over to Social Security office and hope somebody just sees it and puts it in the system, because he still, up until very recently, was not receiving any email. And now he's got a couple things in the mail, but he still hasn't got anything from Social Security or He hasn't got his driver's license, so he can't go into the Social Security office because they won't talk to him unless he has a hard copy of his ID or license, and it's a nightmare. Still waiting on him to get his license or his ID in the mail, and no, he's still not getting his payments. So yeah, he just tried to sign up for a grant that will hopefully help cover some of the stay. But what sucks is like if he has a balance and he can't go out on pass or anything. Like, so like if I were to go down there, he wouldn't be allowed to leave on a pass, like to go to Kathy's, for instance, if he had a balance. So, it's a whole domino effect of stuff. Oh, okay, Lori. There's not a day goes by that I don't try to figure out what I had missed in Summer's case. I know he was messaging me. I'm not even kidding. If people really understood how much of his heart and soul he puts into this case, like they would feel really bad for how they have treated him. I mean, last night he didn't get to sleep till past 6 a.m. because he couldn't sleep because he's sitting there trying to, messaging me, trying to think it over and over in his head that day, like over and over, trying to think of what he missed. Yeah, you can't leave if you have a balance. Like, you can't go on overnight pass if you have a balance. Now, he could leave it during the day and come back, but it's not like Kathy's house is, like, right there, so it's, like, almost an hour there. Not quite, but it's still, so round trip, you're traveling almost 2 hours. Oh, thank you, Seeking Truth. So we're just dealing with it one day at a time. We have his probation officer wanting proof of it from the Social Security office of his disability. Can't freaking get anything. Can't get any mail. It's just a nightmare. It's been a nightmare. Thank you, Seeking Truth. Thank you so much. To know Fred is to love Fred. People need to stop trying to make him feel bad or make him look bad. They don't know him. Yeah. But good thing it doesn't like affect him. What?
Did you say you're not working?
No. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Caitlin's mad. She's wanting me to order McDonald's and I'm like, I can't. You can't freaking get McDonald's this late on freaking DoorDash here in this town. Like, I can't. Like, it doesn't matter whether I want to or not. I can't. You know what I mean? It's not a possibility. It's what you're not getting. It doesn't bother me what people think. As long as Summer gets her justice, it will come, just a matter of time. Yep. Yes, we do, Ava. What was wrong with my cooking? No, I didn't listen to Tia. I didn't listen to her yet. Or today, anyways. What was wrong with my cooking? Hey, that is living on a budget, okay? I know, right, Justin? But there's nothing you can order right now, like in my town, like this late. I mean, I could get Domino's, but oh, that's a good idea, Lisa. But it doesn't affect his Social Security or anything, so it hasn't been like a huge priority because it's disability. It is getting better. Typing is getting better. Over time, he is learning how to type faster on these phones and stuff. Because, yeah, he wasn't on YouTube. He was constantly on the go. He's having lots of practice. Yeah, we like talk 24/7. That's true, Lisa. What the hell? What is this? What is this, like, blasphemy I see? What is this blasphemy? Talking about my cooking? No, Fred claims he can cook, that he's like this really good chef. So I bet he probably could. So that's fine. That is totally fine. He can take over that duty. I would love some kind of help here in the household. Any type of help would be like, oh my gosh. My daughter thinks I'm a superhuman, like, which I mean, it's very flattering that she thinks I am superwoman. Right, country girl? Thank you, Seeking Truth. I am glad too. I'm going to teach him, Connie, like when I see him, I'm going to teach him how to type, like with the whole swipe thing. Because he's like, I don't know how you swipe it. You know how you swipe text? He's like, I don't know how you do all that. He's like pecking like a chicken, you know? Like, peck. And then he has these really freaking big fingers. and hits another key accidentally. Then he has to go, oh crap, I have to delete, I have to redo. Peck, 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 peck. Yeah, I use swipe. I don't know. Voice to text. Have you heard his accent? It's quite strong. It was funny. What was it he was trying to say? Oh, what was he trying to say the other day to one of those talk things? What was that? And it didn't recognize what he was saying because of his accent. I was trying to think what I'm thinking about right now. Fat fingers? Yeah. Fred's fingers are twice around more than mine. Twice. What? What am I trying to say? What? Okay. Oh God. I knew where this was going. I knew it was going to go there. I knew it. Well, thank you, Ron. And hey, did you see there was like 500 people in there while I was just cooking, or 400 and something? I couldn't believe it. No, you're good, Rebe. He's a hillbilly. He talks fine Yankee C. People don't understand. Oh, what was he saying? Or he said, what do you get when you cross a crazy ass hillbilly with a crazy ass Yankee? He said, you get a crazy ass hill Yankee. I guess. Well, the rice did not end up being very good because Caitlin ate part of the ingredients. She got into the ingredients, so we were missing some of the cheese. So it was pretty much like half as cheesy as it was supposed to be. And you could definitely tell that it was too bland. Oh, we should do like a whole show. Oh, timing sayings. Who's a Pisces here? I'm Pisces. I'm Pisces like big time. When I say big time, it's in my chart like all over it. So any like Pisces reading is always just resonates with me big time. Fred is like, he's the same amount. He has more Scorpio than in his chart than I do have Pisces in my chart. Fred has a really rare, I think it's called stellium. Yeah, the third channel, Linda, it should be, but it needs to be when Fred gets here. He wants to, what was he saying? Starting a herb channel or something, or a herb channel, or like living off the land channel, or, basically, how I was like picking those like wild onions and stuff. That's like fascinating to me. I don't know why. Yeah, that they have to wear big shoes. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. That's what O.J. Simpson said too. Like, if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. Oh my god. Yeah, teach how to find ginseng. Well, awesome, Marlene. Something different, right? Float like a butterfly, sting like a scorpion. Homesteading with the hills. There you go. Yeah, we're going to have a garden and all kinds of stuff. We're going to start living off the land. Watch, I'll start my channel will turn into like what Karma's talking about. Next thing I'll be living off the land. And that'll be our YouTube channel. Man, what the journey this. Can you imagine? If I did something like that, my life, it's already the craziest story. Me and Fred already have the craziest, like, story. I swear it could be like a book. It's like, I don't know, how we met and everything with Summer Wells and stuff. That would be even more craziness to add to the story. Ma and Pa Hill. You can come here. I know where ginseng is. It is close. How much is it going for? Has to be a certain kind, I guess. I don't know. Fred knows all that stuff. It's 11:10. Why do I keep looking at the clock at 11:10 now? I did that yesterday too. Instead of 11:11, I've been looking at 11:10. There's got to be a reason for that. Or 1:10. Or 1:01. Did you know Ziggy is a grandma? Oh, you're really funny. There's only one comedian in this marriage. There's only one funny guy in this marriage. Or funny person. Yeah, that's true, Karma. I know. We will, Lucy, probably. We have a really great porch for that, too. That I need to utilize anyways. I need to get a swing out there. It's like the perfect porch for it. A swing or even a hot tub out there. On either, we have two huge porches. Like, really one that's like Nana Ziggy. So, Fred's daughter has a daughter. So he's just saying, like, technically I'm a grandma. We'll say step grandma. Oh, he's been in Hawaii, Karma. He's been texting like crazy. He's been texting all day. Yeah, he's in Hawaii on vacation. He's lucky. I think his family's like really well off or something. Get Fred to plant you a garden. Yep. Well, you know what? I know Fred's never even been in a hot tub. See, that's the kind of stuff like when I tell you, and our channel should be like, well, it should be both ways because we're so from different, to me, I feel like from such different backgrounds. Like, I don't know that country stuff. We could have a live one day where he's teaching me something new, like as far as finding a certain herb out in the wild or something like that. And another live, it could be Fred's first time in a hot tub, Fred's first time on a plane, Fred's first time at the ocean. And then I'll have a lot of firsts too, like he knows a lot of stuff about animals and freaking all that herbs and stuff and all that stuff. Yeah, polk salad. There you go. My first time trying polk salad or going and finding it in the wild. Yes. But it's weird because we're so alike. He thinks that I don't know. I feel like we're so different in some ways, but he doesn't think so. But I mean, Benton Hill Road is a lot different than any place I've really ever lived. First time catching a possum. Poke salad. Yes. I know, that's what I was telling my daughter, because she's like, there's nowhere to ride horses around here. I was like, there's Brown County. Yeah, I know you meant Ziggy. I don't know where Clifty Falls State Park is. I don't think. But yeah. I go to Brown County sometimes. It's not like super close to here. I mean, I haven't been there. My sister got married there. At the Abraham Lounge or whatever it's called, Abraham Lincoln Lounge or Lincoln. I don't know. I think that's what it's called. Was that his first time catching a possum? That wasn't Fred. That was Kathy's son. And I'm guessing the way that he handled that possum, that it was not his first time. He acted like he does it all the time. So I doubt that was his first time picking up a possum. Fred used to go to the tanning bed. I swear. We were talking about that today. Real Southern dishes. Yes. Everyone with horses go to Brown County. Yep. Rent you a beach house. That'd be nice. I wish. I'm just trying to get to be able to even see him first. Love Valley is the best place to ride horses. I don't know where that's at. travel the states. With my daughter and the dogs. Well, Caitlin, she's almost grown, really. I have a feeling she'll probably live with me for a little past 18, though. Oh, North Carolina. Yeah, I think you were telling me about that. You live in North Carolina? Sounds good, Wilma. I won't eat collard greens or spinach. No, thank you. It's like going back in time. Oh, that's right. You said it's like an old, that's right. An old city. It's like an old West city or something like that, Fred. Good night, September Virgo. I know. Seeking truth. Way back, Fred. I won't like pork. Oh, really? I love salad. Like, I love salad. It's like one of my favorite things. But not greens. Mm-mm. I love food, says Changes. You rode horses and partied there when you were younger? Liver and onions and pork chops? Ew. Sorry, no liver for me. No offense. Maybe it will let me order McDonald's. It might be your lucky day. Let's see. I was surprised it was going to let me order something this late. It's not even the weekend. She'll be happy. You would marry food if you could. Let me see if it goes through before I go tell her. It seems awfully late. I'm surprised they even freaking went. That is odd. Hold on, let me go tell her, and I'm gonna go use the bathroom too, real quick. Okay, I'm back. Ew, right, Justin? Did you know that Ziggy has a little? We both have little bladders. I don't have a third channel, Justin. My grandfather coded almost died after eating raw poke salad he mistaked for regular greens. Oh, wow. Banana pudding. No, thanks for banana pudding, but the other stuff. Cow tongue. You ate liver and onions as a kid? I just can't imagine. I can't imagine, especially as a kid, being into that. It just has the texture is just really, I don't know. I'm not going to try to be rude or anything. Like, some people get offended when you say, ew, gross, and stuff like that. Dang, why would I don't even want to take a chance with this poke salad or whatever it's called. Man, sounds dangerous. Why even eat it? Is it really that good that it's risk dying over? Must be some good shit. It's funny to me that people are gonna like sit there and they risk their lives with something. But hey, it's just like us that were using drugs and stuff. I guess we always that's like playing Russian roulette with your life in a way, with all the substances and stuff that everything's cut with these days. A meetup in Love Valley. Oh, that'd be cool. Be careful your poke salad eating. Oh hell, I don't know. Maggie, maybe I should do a GoFundMe for a meetup in Love Valley for a honeymoon, or for a meetup for all of us. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Have to fry it with lard. We could not even go out and play on Saturday morning until we weeded the garden, snap green beans. Who's this Jeremy Pell? Who's Jeremy Pell? Fred doesn't know who that is because I was asking him, who is that, Moonshine? You don't know a Jeremy Pell, do you, Fred? Because I thought we were asking, because I was asking him earlier. He doesn't know Jeremy Pell. Who is that dude? Because I've been freaking wondering myself. How much does Fred need? To caught up? I'm not sure. How much is your balance right now? Fred, like a couple hundred or something? It's supposed to, it's 175 a week. And he had to start paying in April. April, I think it was 8th. So for 3 weeks. So 3 weeks worth minus 250. Because 250 was paid for, so 175 times 3 minus 250. About to be probably another week on top of it, but it's every week. Hopefully this grant, but the grant thing that he's trying to get, it takes like it's up to 45 days. So that's the thing. And, you know, in the meantime, though, it doesn't like mean you can, it doesn't mean you can start going on passes and stuff. I know, one love. Mom, Paul Hill. Oh no, Sticking Truth, everybody. It's, we'll hopefully get some kind of grant or something. It's just crazy to me that the courts like force people into these programs, these inpatient things that you have to complete or you go to jail and you have to pay for it. And then like one of the main things that people get kicked out for is non-payment. Or people quit because they're not going to be able to pay it, you know? Like, it's just setting people up for failure, to be honest. No, I haven't contacted Salvation Army. I just know that they are dogs and they look for people, says Carolyn. Yep. I know that's what, but you know, I'm learning. I mean, now I'm becoming more savvy at stuff like that. You know, it just matters somebody's educational background, you know, whether or not you'd be well versed in types of dogs like hunting or scent dogs and I just thought of them all this. I didn't know that there was all kinds of different dogs for different, like, I guess I didn't know that there was a difference between cadaver dogs and scent dogs. And you know, I mean, gosh, I didn't know, is it different dogs, like type of dogs, different breeds of dogs for those type of, like, are different breeds of dogs used for different kinds? I mean, how does that even work? No, Pink Rose, it covered, so well, yeah, for the first, it paid for the first 2 months, Pink Rose, so So he had to start paying. He got there February 8th, and he started to have to pay January, this month. Well, last month, January, February, March, April 8th. God, listen to me. So he had to start paying last month the 8th because the grant paid for the first 2 months, and now he's applied for another grant through another place that another guy had applied for and got, but it takes 45 days. Videos of military special canine. No, haven't. Yeah, you have to furnish everything. You have to also he has to. It's crazy. When people are in recovery or trying to get their lives back together, like, I don't know. They should just have to focus on healing and getting better, and doing your meetings and stuff like that, not having to stress like, oh my gosh, am I gonna, and staying clean and stuff. Focus on staying clean, healing, learning new ways of living, and all that jazz, getting a new routine. And Sharon, hopefully he's supposed to be there till August. Did Fred experience withdrawals when he went to jail? Did you, Fred? Did you? I'm thinking he did, because he was on Suboxone. I think he said he did with the Suboxone, but he was on very little. And I don't know. Yeah. 175 a week plus 20 a week. Is it 20 a week contribution? 20. Yeah, because it's Did you have withdrawals, Fred, when you were in jail? My nephew got a grant to a house in Nashville for a year. Then after he finishes the program, he gets to live there, but he has to work. Plus, he came out of prison. The place that Fred is staying is basically just like a halfway house. And we didn't realize that until basically he was there. We thought it was going to be more like more rehab focused, but no. I guess since he wasn't considered, because he got arrested for dealing, not for possession. So they considered him, they didn't consider him like an addict or whatever. So they didn't put him in any type of inpatient. And he had already been in jail for several months, so he was already going to be clean off the drugs. So they're just making him stay in like this transitional living for like 6 months, which is very weird. It's weird that they require this, because like it's nothing productive for his life. Like, seriously, there's nothing structured, nothing, like, he could be on house arrest and going to 4 groups a week from here. You know what I mean? From home. Like, why have to be at a halfway house that he have to pay $175 a week to stay at, plus all the other stuff that you have to take care of and pay for, and then just have to go to 4 meetings a week. Like, they do have like these house meetings, like on like 3 days a week or something, or they have these house meetings sometimes about 3 days a week or something too, on top of that are just like, oh, how are you doing, blah blah blah. It's nothing. Like, they don't help with anything. They don't do it. They don't look into anything for you. They don't help you apply for these grants. They don't help you get your food stamps. They don't help you get anything. Seriously, you're on your own. Well, why can't he just be on house arrest here then? I mean, gosh, it's the same thing. Actually, house arrest would be even more strict, because there he can leave at 6 a.m. and come back at midnight every day if he wanted to. Do they not accept sponsors? What do you mean by that, Pink Rose? You're certified? Yeah. I would have to. So my certification isn't current. I mean, I can get it current very, very easily. But yeah, I'm a certified recovery coach and a community health worker. It's not current. I'd have to take like a class, a continuing education credit unit to bring it back up current, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, he has a sponsor now. Yeah, Sharon, it is the same thing. If he would just, like, I don't know, stay here and then have to do 4 NA meeting outside NA meetings a week or something. But, it doesn't matter. I mean, just complaining about it doesn't do anything. So I don't know if we can petition the court or anything. I'm just going to contact his probation officer and about some things and see. But no, not your sponsor. I'm not asking. I know I can't be your sponsor. You have to have a male sponsor for one. Silly goose. They're talking about something else. She's just saying that it would help. It might look better to the courts that I'm a certified recovery coach and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If I add that in there with the probation officer and all this stuff, and with the courts and with you coming here, it's just going to look better. That's all she was saying. Kay, yay, there you are. I was wondering, I love it. I absolutely love it, Kay. Seriously. Seriously, it has, like, there's a few things in it that I definitely needed. Everything in it I'm going to use. I already have the cloth out and everything, so thank you so much. I even have the cards stand out right now and everything. I've been using the cards and everything. So Moonshine Girl says to Fred that Jeremy Pell is married to the lady in Dykestown where the white cab over was parked. What's the white cab over? Dykestown. Are you talking about the white CCR or the in Dykestown? Is that somewhere near Beach? Is that in Beach Creek? Is that something, a local thing? What do you mean by Dykestown? Cab over is a road tractor semi-type truck. Yes, Kay, I love it. I do. And the book that goes with it, the guidebook, is like, I really love it. I'll talk more about it on my other channel. I'm sitting here shuffling it now. It's kind of a nervous type habit. It's good for anxiety. Kind of like a fidget. It's called West Side Inn. Yes, Carolyn. That one. I know it's a real big drug hotel or inn or motel or something. Message. Okay. Good night, Blue Eyes. Yeah, I love these cards. These cards, they're the best. That brand's the best of tarot cards as far as how just the quality, in my opinion, because they just are. I don't know. I'll talk about more on my other channel. Sorry, I just love tarot, and I know it bleeds over into this channel. Feeling better, sassy. So, what's this white? I don't know. I don't understand who is Jeremy though? Do a reading on him, but I don't know who he is or what he is. I don't even know who this white cab over is. I've never heard of it, or Dykestown or anything, so I don't know how to even do a reading. What do I ask? Who is he? I've just heard his name like a lot recently. Oh, did he do a live? Oh, is he the guy on YouTube? It's about 5 minutes away from my house where Fred took the bike. Oh yeah. Is that a big drug area, Carolyn? That's what I'm hearing. I can draw a few cards. I mean, who is he? Is he guy? Yes, he is live. Oh. So it's that guy, the one that I knew the name sounded. Jeremy. Is it Pell? Wait, is it the guy with the Summerwell's neighbor? Hold on. He looks like Ed Redman. Oh, that's the guy you were saying that looks like the Redman guy. So, is there something suspect about him? Or Green Eyes has something here. But what's trying to find his channel? Summerwell's neighbor.
Jonathan Lee Riches investigates justice for Summer Wells. Where is Summer Wells? I just posted a video on my YouTube channel. It is the neighbor of Don and Candace Wells, an individual who has spoken out recently describing around the day Summer Wells was reported missing, June 15, 2021. He describes a little bit behaviors of Don Wells a little bit before Summer was reported missing, and then behaviors of Don and Candace Wells after Summer Wells was reported missing. It's this video right here. So you need to go watch that video on my channel.
Okay. Well, where's the Jeremy Pell?
Turn shipping to your advantage with greater affordability.
I wish you would freaking put the link to these channels
Jonathan
in
Lee
his
Riches investigates
description.
justice for
It's really
Summer Wells.
irritating when people
Where
don't.
is Summer Wells? Thank you for subscribing to my channel, by the way, everyone. And we are actively trying to find out what happened to Summer Wells, and we're trying to get answers here. I want everyone to watch this video I'm about to show, watch and listen, and then we will discuss. Check it out. So this is a neighbor of Don and Candace Wells that provides insight about the day Summer was reported missing and events that happened before Summer Wells was reported missing and
after the actual guys freaking
reported missing. Let's go through it and then we will discuss.
Let me tell you a strange story that no one knows. The day that Summer Wells went missing, my wife messaged Candace Wells on Facebook asking her if there's anything that they needed. Pretty common question. I'm not sure.
So right there, this individual here and his wife know Candace and Don Wells. The wife is messaged Candace Wells. Let's go on.
In that situation, if there be such a thing as a common answer, but the response was a 6-pack of Mountain Dew.
So they asked Candace, his wife asked Candace, is there anything they can do to help? And Candace replies, a 6-pack of Mountain Dew. Now, whether that was Candace that replied or not, or someone using her account, could have been Don or somebody else, but the reply that they got was a 6-pack of Mountain Dew. Now, that's odd. To me, that is very, very odd response to a genuine question from a neighbor that's asking, hey, do you need help or anything we can do? Yeah, I need a 6-pack of Mountain Dew. Let's go on.
See, Fred was
I found that odd.
this, but I didn't understand.
Second strange encounter that we had around when
So do you know
Summer
this
went
guy?
missing.
Do you know this guy, Fred? That's right. You said you didn't know him. Is his name really Jeremy Pell? Or is that like an alias? Why? He doesn't seem like a beach creeker. Yeah, it is his real name. He it looks like Redmond. So this guy looks a lot like Ed Redmond. Samsa grants. Yep, Wilma, that's who I got my certification through. All right. It looks like Redmond that lives at the dead end of Ben Hill. Is it Redmond? Is it? Is he Redmond? But no, you're saying it's Jeremy Pell.
Don Wells had came down to my home. I wasn't there yet, but a few of the
All right, so he said Don Wells came down to his home. So it looks like this neighbor here lives somewhere along Beach Creek. We know that Don and Candace Wells live on the top of Ben Hill Road. Go down their driveway. And then
I don't know what the cab over is.
Down to Beach Creek Road 347. So this neighbor here had to live somewhere real close to their home or along Beach Creek somewhere.
Guys that I work with and my wife were there, and he spoke with them. The very next day, tell me that his whole conversation was around her being in a better place, her being in a better place, her being in a better place. And they found that odd.
So Don Wells went down to their home the very next day and was speaking about Summer in past tense. She's in a better place. She's in a better place. So, you know, Summer is no longer on this earth. She's no longer alive, according to this guy here. That's what it.
So, Fred said Don had work for Redmond the week before Summer went missing. So, yeah, that is a really important point to remember, that Don was working with Redmond or down at the Redmonds a week before Summer went missing. And Moonshine Girl says, I thought Fred would realize where I was talking about. That is why I mentioned the cab over. Fred, do you know what this cab over is that she's talking about? The white cab over. This guy is married to... Do you know where the white cab over park's at? You do? Okay. So he's married to... Does he live there, Moonshine Girl? So he lives there. Okay. Is Redmond the nervous neighbor with cam footage? No. Well, Redmond, I think, did have footage. I think he was one that did have footage of one of the... I think he might be one of the... I think there's four people that submitted on Ben Hill. No, not now, baby. He can't. He's in a halfway house. He can't just like come on here and at midnight, you know? Plus, I was wanting to wait until he's here in person. I'm just wanting to get him here first before. I'm afraid people are going to try stupid stuff the more like he's put out there, you know? And I'm just wanting to get him here. But yeah, eventually not on panel, but he'll be living with me and it will be, you know what I mean? So it'll be really much easier and much better. So Moonshine Girl says he is married to my son's half sister, but I don't want to call her name on here. Oh, and so your son's half sister is the white cab over. Yeah, have you ever met Fred, Moonshine Girl? You don't know Fred? And you, I already have plenty of people taking pictures of me here where I am now. Yeah. It's paparazzi, Fred. Paparazzi. You know that song? They made that song for you. Paparazzi. Well, yeah, you might not know Fred if weren't in the drug scene. Well, actually, he's lived there his whole life, so I would think that you might have seen him around at least. Superstar. Yeah, there can only be one superstar in this family. I'm sure he's quite okay with that. You know, I don't like being really the spotlight really either. I never expected to actually all this to happen like it did, but it's different being online and, you know, talking to everybody. So do you know this guy, Moonshine Girl? Have you met him before? Is he a decent guy? Like, can we trust him? Like, you know what I mean? We've got to.
He thinks Don was kind of implying. Let's go on.
Now, once again, we don't know how we'd act in a situation.
I mean, look at his beard, though. He has to. I mean, look at that beard. He has an awesome beard. You have to be able to trust a guy that has a beard like that.
Some points, giving you some information that I have that no one else has. You can take that for what it's worth, make your own opinions, read into it, don't read into it, whatever. But these are things that we know because of being near the area.
So he, in fact, said that they live near the area of Don and Candace Wells, a neighbor.
From local law enforcement, things like that. Number 3 is 2 or 3 nights later on a rainy night. There's some country roads back through that way. You can there's a back road that you take that comes out there in Kingsport, and it's a traveled road, but it's not traveled a great deal. And the Don and Candace were seen It's about a mile and a half from their house. Pulled over on the side of the road. Very, very, very country road.
Oh,
Don
this
behind
was
the wheel.
this is what Fred was talking to me about. This is what Fred's wanting to know where this could be at. That's what you're talking about, Fred. Now I know. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Now I know what you're talking about. My son's dad had his mom order me off their property when my son was less than a year old and told me how I might disappear if he caught me in Beach Creek. My son's dad had his mom. Dang. Dang, Moonshine. That's hardcore. Sounds like Beach Creek. Sounds like Beach Creek. Fair use and stuff, right? Oh, thank you, Jen. I'm going to play this. I know I hear 1 second, guys. I'm going to go ahead and keep playing this. Dang. Hold on.
Candace was out, and she was coming out of the wooded area now.
Okay, so he says that 2 or 3 days after Summer Wells was reported missing, so 17th, 18th of June, 2021, Don was behind the wheel, and they were seen along a country road between their house and Kingsport, and Candace was coming out of the woods. If this is true, what do you think Candace was doing in the woods there? Were they looking for Summer? Were they getting rid of evidence? Why were they parked along the side of a country road? And which road was it? There's many roads that branch off of 347. Was it 347, which is Beach Creek? Or was it another road on its way to Kingsport, a side road, one of those roads that go into the holler? I wonder what road it is. Let's continue.
You had to use the bathroom. I think she probably could have waited to get home. Maybe not. But
he just said, hey, maybe she was using the bathroom. But you would think, if they're a mile and a half from their home, they would just wait till they go home to use the bathroom. Especially, if you have to go, you got to go. But if you're close to your home, you're just going to wait till you get home. So what was she doing there, if this is all true?
That was strange, that they were off in a secluded area, at dark, while it's raining, and Candace Wells was seen coming out of the woods about a mile and a half away from their home.
So I think law enforcement should talk to this guy here and ask where exactly was that location. It has authorities searched that area. Have they already looked? Have they asked Candace if this is true? Have they questioned Candace about being on the side of the road here, Don driving? Let's go on.
Also, another strange thing was, you've seen pictures of how high, the mountain, the hill going up to their house or whatever. Now, at the bottom of the hill, there's like a field. Now, that field's always grown up. But about a week or less before Summer Wells went missing, Don Wells mowed that down. I mean, I say mowed, hacked it down, because it's about chest high with a mower.
So that is, assuming that's the bottom on their property, Don and Candace Wells, Ben Hill Road, on their property, down there by that shed. The shed that I posted a video about that shed. Other people that have been following this case, YouTubers, have posted about that shed. Right there at the shed, it's a field. It's a field to the right. To the left is the woods, and then going up the hill to their home, there's a big field there, and there's a small little dirt type,
just eating my fries.
Roadway
in the
that
mod
can
share,
go to that shed from Beach Creek. So he's saying that Don Wells mowed and hacked down that area before Summer Wells was reported missing. Let's go on.
That's the first and only time that field has ever been mowed. That field sits at the base of that very hill that he come out and said that he feels like someone took her down that hill and then it had to went through that field and off to wherever.
Is that the first time? Have you ever seen it mowed before, Fred? Do you know? Is he telling the truth there, or you know what he's talking about?
So yes, it confirms out of his mouth that right there by that shed, Don mowed that area. Why? If it's true. Remember, if it's true. Let's go on.
Also, the Ranger, black, older model Ford Ranger that was seen in the area, we were told by law enforcement, we turned in that clue. We were told by law enforcement that was that truck was there. It was at the end of Ben Hill Road picking up an automotive part.
Okay, so at the beginning of this investigation, they were looking for that truck. That truck. According to this guy, who I'm assuming is the neighbor, said that they're the ones that reported the truck. They're the ones that reported the truck. And as he just said, the truck was at the end of Ben Hill Road getting an auto part. Well, you know, there is a house at the end of Ben Hill Road. The neighbor, the Chambers, was it just like a transaction going on there for an auto part that the guy was just there to pick up, or a girl in the truck to pick up a part? It has nothing to do with the Summer Wells case. Let's go on and keep listening about this.
Also, I was told by law enforcement that whether the scent, I've seen several places that say a dog picked up the scent and it ended. I've been told by a fairly credible source that was not the case. Also,
so he's saying no scent. No scent. You know, we've heard stories about scents going off the property, down the hill of Ben Hill onto down the home of Don and Candace Wells from their home down to Ben Hill Road. According to this guy, it's not true. He's saying he has law enforcement sources. This is, again, most likely a neighbor. He's claiming he reported the truck and Don went to his house the next day. So is this guy telling the truth? Let's go on.
When the FBI came and talked with people in the area, the two questions they wanted to know were, have you seen anything abnormal? Did you see anything abnormal that day or the ordinary? And number two was, what type of people were Candace and Don Wells?
So FBI is asking neighbors and people in the community around the home of Don and Candace Wells what type of people Don and Candace Wells are. Trying probably to get a profile of Don and Candace Wells, their character, nature and characteristics of an individual, to get a profile of them, asking people around their home about them.
These are some strange things that we know from being close to the area where Summer Wells went missing. What do you think about these?
Okay, so what do you think about what this guy said? All right, so you heard from this individual, assuming it is a neighbor. He provided a lot of insight about the Summer Wells.
Trying to find the guy's channel, but yeah, is he separated from his wife or what? He looks like a light. I was trying to find his freaking YouTube. and I am not having any luck. But I had it pulled up once before, I think, actually. But anyways, guys, I think I am going to get off here. That wasn't the one he talked about the truck pulling out. I wonder if that's the same incident of the coming out of the woods thing. That sounds similar to that, what was that? That Sky News where they talked about some kind of satellite footage of 4 people going in the woods and 3 coming out or something. Is that the same incident, or you think Hunter's the one who knows? Allison and her son no more. Well, Allison's deceased now, so if she knew anything, but she died like unexpectedly, so unfortunately, no chance to any type of bedside confession of anything. You think he'll say something in 10 years? Yeah, but it's only for people who, some people, like he's already got that all set up here though, Jerry, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't, it's for him, it's not a good fit. He had a truck pulled out. He said a truck pulled out fast from Ben Hill on the 15th in front of his wife in another car. So I wonder if maybe someone had hit Summer, then grabbed her and took off. Did he? What color was the truck, Moonshine Girl? Was it a dark blue truck by chance? Didn't he say black? He said black? Well, this was a very dark blue truck, so maybe it's the same one. A black Ford Ranger. That's not the kind of truck that Fred saw. Jam didn't know I was live, I guess. That's so funny. She's messaging me thinking, didn't know I was live. Oh. Maybe she thought I was off the live or something. Anyways, I'm going to go, guys. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. And we will talk tomorrow.